Hey, what's up? This is Alec Kermit, and today I'll be reacting to the brand new world record speedrun for 007 Agent Under Fire. This is the full game run, and this is a record that I held myself until just recently. I took the record from J Cement, and I was the first person to break the 40-minute barrier in this game. And now J Cement has come back, and after a few submissions with incremental improvements, has now beaten the 39-minute barrier for this game. So we're talking like over 50 seconds of improvement over my record. And that is monumental if you know this game because it has a lot of small time savers. So this is going to be absolutely in another ballpark over what you saw me do in my run. So I'm really excited to see this. I have not watched it yet. So you and I are going to watch and react to it together. So let's get started. And by the way, you see 39:08 as the time on this video. That is the real time speed for this run. However, we do discount about 13 seconds off the run if you play on emulator in order to match the Wii's load times, which is the fastest official way to play the game. It's convoluted sounding, but essentially it just makes running this on any console completely fair to the runners. So lots of strafe jumps in this run. That's going to be a big improvement you see throughout the run over mine. I really didn't think it was that feasible to add like single strafe jumps all over the place, but J Cement has made that a reality. It's going to save just little bits of time everywhere.
Fireworks.
Good. This is called wall sliding. Basically running at 45 degrees against a wall does give you about a 23% boost in speed if you do it at just the right angle. And you can combine that with strafe jumps along the wall to get an even faster speed. Didn't quite kill that guy, but it worked out. He's lucky he didn't get blocked there. Really optimal so far. I think the lock cut was pretty good too. Back at the grate, the gate.
We believe the American agent is being held somewhere on the lower levels.
So yeah, just strafe jumping all over the place. Get another wall slide strafe jump here. Looks like he kind of hesitated, so didn't get much out of that, but didn't really lose any speed over just wall sliding either.
You've got to get on that submarine, 007.
Yeah, really fast setup for the submarine jump. Like, that's obviously the new standard right there. I've seen him do that at the beginning of every one of his new attempts, and he just makes it look so easy. Like, that's the method we tend to use for ILs. 128 in a full game speedrun. That is nuts. That's nuts. My IL world record is 127. That's my best time with infinite attempts, all upgrades, that sort of thing. So, insane time for a full game run. Now we're on to the on-rails level. Precious cargo. So he's going to shoot that car up ahead to try to move it out of the way. If you manipulate the cars just right, it can create a faster path down the road.
They're on our tail.
So obviously Zoe's the one driving, but yeah, you can kind of manipulate things so that she takes tighter turns and doesn't run into stuff. So preferably he'd pop the right tire than the left tire here to push this van over to the left. Kind of worked. Let's see. So pretty standard here. He could have cut far into the left, but there were some cars after that anyway, so that was pretty much just standard there. These guys don't really matter. Just showing off, that's all. So the first, like, obvious time saver is right up here. We're going to be coming up to a triple roadblock, and you want to destroy the explosive barrels on the right side in order to move forward ASAP, which is pretty easy to accomplish. Right here. Yep. Now, sometimes this limo can give you a back boost. It's really rare, but it does happen. Not this time. So if you shoot this guy on the corner, you will go straight instead of taking a right. It's an alternate path, but it is much slower than going the standard route. So he waits to take the turn before he shoots that guy. And then another obvious time-sensitive moment here. You want to just destroy the two cars on the left as quick as possible, basically before you reach the intersection, so that you don't have to stop for them. Alright, so here comes a big 5-second time saver, which is not very well known. You need to break these two panes of glass, and then he's going to fire a rocket just as he enters the building and hopes to blow up the fuel tank back here. And he got it, and what that does is prevents your car from slowing down once it enters the building. It's kind of like a glitch, basically. But usually your car comes to a stop and then goes again, but you hit that tank at just the right time, you'll just keep going. Not as easy as it looks, either. So, yeah, this run was pretty much perfect. Let's see if he hits this cable real fast. Yeah, he does. So, yeah, he got the building entrance trick. Didn't get blocked by any traffic. Pretty much standard good stuff there. He's going to pause and quit just before this cutscene ends. Yep, and that saves about 3 real-time seconds. You have to wait till Bond says, "my car," and then you leave. If you quit out before that point, then you just quit the mission and fail it. But it's just something that was discovered fairly recently that you can quit out after that line of text and still finish the mission.
The Q branch briefcase that contains the vials is equipped
Okay,
with an
straightforward
infrared
mission here where we're
sensor.
just going to drive to the
The
big
arrow on your
van
radar
and
will
pulse
enable you
it
to track it.
to complete the mission. There is completely random traffic in this level, so that's kind of a barrier to world record here. You can easily lose runs to this level. All of this is random. You really want to pick up this extra Q pulse. Yep. Oh, I didn't even look at the time. Here, I'll jump back to this. I just want to see the level time. 3:45. Okay. So yeah, 3:45 is really good. That's all I can say. That's my personal IL best. 3:45. Typically, you get like a 3:46 if you do that level really well with all the tricks. 3:45 is like a little bit of luck or just a little bit better execution. That's pretty amazing. That's my ILPB is 3:45. I don't know if I said world record. Okay, so that was fantastic as well. Perfect level. So far, this is just insane. Like, this is near IL quality on each one of these levels, like within a few seconds each. Just madness. 2 seconds off a world record in the first mission, about 2 or 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds off a world record on the second mission. And on the third mission, we use a different car for IL, so that's kind of... If it was that car only, it would be like 2 seconds off a world record. So just really optimal so far. No mistakes. Oh, there's our first mistake of the run. And a massive one at that. Bonked his nose right on the door frame. My god, reset. Just crazy seeing all these strafe jumps added in everywhere. It's not like doing it on PC with a mouse and keyboard. In this game, like, the control stick is not very intuitive for strafe jumping. It takes a lot of finesse and perfect timing. 105 is really good. The world record for that level is 1 minute flat. Typically, you would expect like a 106, 107 in a full game run. So that was just a little bit better than average too. This is just flawless so far, in all honesty. But it won't be perfect forever. It can't be. There's got to be room for improvement, right?
Security personnel, we have an intruder. Do not let him escape.
This is the most pacifist level. He missed one little signal push there. A little bit hesitant on the other two signals as well. No big deal. He just wanted to make sure he didn't miss them before he moved on. Strafe jumping, strafe jumping. Looks like that one didn't go quite to plan, but so fast. Rapid fire glitch there to kill that guy in time. You can do a lot of damage with this shotgun, and it's also good to have your shotgun at the end of this level. Uh-oh. Got a little stuck on the slope there. He was a little careful getting over that railing because you can actually skip a cutscene there, which he did successfully, which saves 3 seconds. So yeah, a little bit of slop here and there, nothing major. Still hit all the major beats, all the stuff you need to get done. 136, very solid. I think like a 134, 133 would be like, chef's kiss on that level. Alright, Night of the Jackal. He switched to agent difficulty before the mission because you need a little bit more score bonus to unlock the gold grenades you get from getting gold medal on this level. Those are going to come in handy and save a lot of time later. So this level's a little risky playing it on agent because you take a lot more damage. For example, this guy with his revolver, if he hits you, you lose like 2 or 3 bars of health. Grab the sniper from the balcony, because by far the fastest way to take down the boss in this level. The final boss. Yeah, looking good so far. Health is good enough to skip the armor at the base of the stairs. Gotta kill 5 guys that hold hostages. It's part of the objective. Really clean. We used to use the KA-57 for all of that primarily, but honestly the Ingalls has like a bigger bullet spread, which actually helps you get headshots more often. So sometimes you get quick kills like that one there. And you also have no risk of running out of ammo. If you ran out of ammo with the KA-57 during the hostage clear out, it's pretty timely switching to another gun. Time to skip the Jackal. Ooh, just barely made it over. Good stuff, though. Now, here's a setup to take down the helicopter. So if you shoot the helicopter pilot just as he's about to reach his peak, ooh, missed it. So he missed the shot, but if you hit the helicopter pilot just before he hits the very peak of his movement, then it actually saves a whole 2 seconds over shooting him any later. But he missed that trick. He was slightly misaligned to the left. You can see he's just torn up about it. And that comes out to a 214, which is pretty darn good still. I was happy with like sub 220, I think, when I was attempting.
007.
Alright, on to Streets of Bucharest, a very long level. Shit can definitely hit the fan here. This level's either like super easy or just a complete cluster fluck. So yeah. This first part is the driving section, and you just really want to get through it cleanly without collisions if you can help it. Cut corners where you can. There is a little bit of RNG here and there. Interesting development in this level in the IL. Just recently, we discovered that using the Lotus car and like smacking into a civilian car at full speed, and if you get just the right angle, you can actually clip into that car, and then you'll get basically thrown up into the air, and you can save like maybe 15 seconds or so. Off of just driving the normal route. You just have to go to speedrun.com/AUF and watch it. It's hard to describe, but you basically get launched like onto another part of the level.
The flashing beacon on your GPS map indicates the position
And
of the locator 007.
it can take hours of attempts to get that luck. So pretty standard stuff. No mistakes
Well done,
so
007.
far.
Now go find that ship. You have little time before Malbro's men get to it.
I actually have a Romanian coworker, and I played some sound clips of the civilians in this level to her to see what they were saying, if any of it was... Whoa! Hello! Well, that was lucky. I've never seen the van come at you that early. It's very interesting. Thank God he got around them. But yeah, a Romanian coworker translated a few of the civilian cries in this level. They say what you would expect, like, he's crazy and watch out.
It's imperative you get that device to me for decoding as soon as possible, 007.
That was a stroke of luck back there. What I typically do... Okay, that's a new trick too right there. So he's got some way worked out where he lowers his speed just enough to jump that gap without triggering the cutscene, which is something I found, or Fitterspace actually found, for the TAS, and I implemented it. But there's been a method to do it consistently on console now, or in real time. So really good. He dodged a huge bullet with getting to the left of that red van and other enemy car. It could have been very, very costly. But that was all clean. Time for part 2 of the level, which is an on-rails tank section. Very much like GoldenEye's. Although, I guess you drive the tank in that one. But this is an obvious inspiration from the 1997 N64 game. That little restaurant sign right there says Valentino's as well, which is probably a Valentin Zukovsky reference. So there's not a whole lot of time-sensitive stuff in this level. I'll tell you when it does happen. The tank has like infinite weight, so there's no way to like collide with stuff and lose speed. It always takes the same lines and goes the same speed. Outside of like very, very rare exceptions that have happened in the past. Not even worth mentioning it because they're like 1 in a million. So he's kind of getting a setup here because he wants to shoot this car on the left just before the tank stops to wait. Yeah, and that was perfect timing. So that gets your tank just go continuously forward instead of pausing. Saves 3 seconds there. And that's really what this game is about. The speedrun is just adding up all these 2, 3, 4-second time savers and the occasional 10 to 15 second time saver too. And doing it all, not missing a single one, is kind of the standard we've set. So that helicopter took 2 shots. Preferably you do it in one. You have to shoot like the undercarriage of the helicopter to get it in one, but kind of finicky to aim it, and sometimes it's not worth it to wait to get the perfect aim on it. Sometimes firing 2 is just the way to go. Recently, I discovered to get the token from destroying those helicopters, you only have to destroy the one on the right. We always thought you had to destroy both, but nope, just the right one.
Equipping those Q-vision goggles
Then you'll get the token in the
should
hotel
help you in the
lobby.
dark, 007.
There's one more time-sensitive moment, but we have to wait through this night vision mode thing, so I'm just gonna skip ahead if you don't mind. Okay, here we are. So rounding the last corner here, you take down this helicopter, and then you want to line your cannon up at just the right height and angle, so that when your cursor passes the edge of the building, you're going to fire immediately right through the awning, and it'll hit that big explosive tank. Save quite a bit of game time in real time. So yeah, everything there was great in that level, aside from 2 shots on the helicopter floating above the bridge. That's a new development as well. Apparently you can quit out of that level a little early as well, which I thought I had tested a while back, but not thoroughly enough, I guess. Moving on to Fire and Water, this is where the run gets really scary. Like, it's hard to get to this point, and from here on, like, your run can just end in so many ways. In this level, there's a lot that can go wrong in this level. Making our way up. Gotta trigger this cutscene. If you don't trigger this cutscene, you cannot go to the second section of the level. It won't load for some reason. Really nice there. Yep, really nice shortcut into the big area. This doesn't save much time. It's maybe like 3-4 seconds at the most. But you skip so many enemies, which preserves your health and ammo and all that good stuff. So now we're going to see the pump room get skipped. There's been a lot of methods for doing this over the years. The latest one uses the FSU-4 and some jetpack fuel, combining explosion boost with the jetpack to just fly right up here. Really nicely done. Also hooked just underneath the cable hook, which is optimal because you drop down sooner. Grab it. This part is not time sensitive. You do not have to kill these guys in order for the elevator to come down. You are just waiting on a set timer. But, you know, you got to take them out so you don't get damaged. Nice. Now he's going to do a boost through the little window here to skip having to walk all the way around this balcony. Clean. Really want to hook that thing before you get shot by the helicopter, because those bullets do push you around, so that part can get a little awkward and scary if you don't hook it soon enough and you start getting pushed around by bullets, and then your health is getting critically low, and it's just very nerve-wracking. So 154, that's incredible. Wow. It's the fastest time I've ever seen in any percent. I'm drinking a mix of liquid egg whites, protein powder, and water, by the way. Pretty sad state of affairs right here, but eating has become just a mechanical thing to me now. I'm trying to put on muscle. I'm just not much of a cook, to be honest. So moving on to Forbidden Depths. This level, it's fairly easy until the boss fight at the end. Although there is a spot you can lose some time. The first time-sensitive stop. We'll see how it goes for him. I'd say it's uncommon for this level to like go flawlessly, like everything go fine. But I wouldn't necessarily call it a difficult level. A great job there. He popped the guy in front of the wall shutter as soon as possible. Sometimes the auto aim just doesn't track onto him correctly, and you have to wait until you like move forward another 5 feet, 10 feet past the pillar to see him again and then shoot him. Waste multiple seconds, but no problem there. I'm just amazed at how clean this run is, honestly, so far. There's been no mistakes really to write home about, just little things. All these level times are just way below average for a full game run. Get a little boost from that guy and then take him out. In the IL, we utilize that guy to save like a whole second. But in the full game run, we don't have gold health yet, and so we don't have the health to really do that. So he would be behind you, shooting you the entire level, basically, and you just run out of health here with your blue health. Ah. There's been some new methods found for the boss fight at the end of this level, but they're just so incredibly strict in timing. They seem almost like a TAS only thing. I mean, if someone was really dedicated to the IL, I could see them getting pulled off, but like in a full game run, I just don't think so. One of them is like using the gold rocket launcher to like take block out in one hit on the first cycle with a very precise shot. And then you can also like destroy 2 targets at once in the final part where you have to shoot the targets at the top of the room. Again, it's like, it's hard with a save state. So he's going to take out those 2 monitors, which is a secret. It spawns the CH6 on the track right here, which you'll need for the boss fight to do it faster. And the shotgun there sees its only real necessity, only real use in the run, is to take that one guy out with a headshot. Chocolatey. Like, so far, I gotta say, this run is just such a great representation of where the speedrun is currently. Like, everything, every strat that could be implemented has been implemented so far. And that's what's really important to me in speedrunning, at least when I'm doing a run. I really like for every new trick to be represented. Especially for the next person that's going to come by and try at the record. I want everything that's known to be there to be replicated and practiced off of. These mines don't really matter. They don't slow you down or anything. It's just shooting all of them gives you like a gold token if you're going for a high score. We're rolling up to the boss room now. J-Cement doesn't necessarily have a perfect track record with this boss. So we'll see if he actually gets it super clean here. It's just a little bit uncommon for him to do so. Like, a really good time for this level is like low 6:40. 6:40s. First 3 guys, great.
Come on, let's go, Bond.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Zoomed in pretty far. Okay, good. That couldn't have been much faster. Maybe like chunk of a second. Okay, so that's kind of new. Typically, we'd switch immediately to the rocket launcher and take out all three guys. He takes out the first one with the KA-57 and then switches, which seems optimal. He just missed one of the shots is all. But I like that innovation there. That looks good. Okay, manually aiming these targets. Got them all. Okay, so really great, actually. Maybe a couple seconds lost at the most. Yeah, 643, like I said. So that's right on par. Man, this run is incredible. Like, this is insane. I would be so scared to try to take this run on and beat it. A lot of these times he's getting are better than I've ever gotten in any percent. We're on to the last 3 levels now. This is where nerves start to get pretty strong. And the run gets risky. So skipping the elevator there. Nice shortcut. Saves like 4 seconds. And this run, everything has to go just right for this run to go, for this room to be completed smoothly. Strategies here have changed recently. Wow, yeah. That looked really quick. He's going to throw a grenade here and then spawn them in by walking over here to kill all 3 at once. Baddies. Wow, really nice. Really nice. It might be the fastest I've seen that done in a full game speedrun. Threaded switches here. Clean, quick. Wow. Wow. Alright. See how the final room goes. You would think this space would be really easy, but I swear, at least in my case, I always tend to mess something up. Getting stuck here, trying to go through that doorway. Don't need the backup health, because he's got plenty. That's great. Let's see if we can destroy this box in time. Yeah, a little time there. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, that strafe jump did not look like it worked. He lost a whole half a second in the entire level. Like, no joke. Like, that was freaking insane. 141? No way. Wow. That's incredible. I'm gonna have to look at like that versus the IL, because that's close. Alright, second to last level. A lot of new developments here. If you haven't seen a run of this game recently, or the IL or anything, we're now gonna jump over a trigger that would normally open that shutter door right there, the Hangar 2 door, in order to use it to boost off of and get up to this balcony early. And he got it. That is so incredibly risky for a full game run. I couldn't imagine doing that, especially on a run at this pace. So yeah, the reason that works is objects that are designed to move, like enemies and doors and things like that, they will cause grenades to blow up instantly when grenades touch them. So that shutter door counts as one of those objects, and finally we found a way to keep that thing closed so that it can be used to do an instant boost. Bad jump onto the stair there. Biggie. Little mistake. That's all. And then we're coming up to another brand new trick. Make sure he has full health. Lost a couple bars getting up there. But he should be fine. I hope he goes for the trick. I think he's got enough health to do it. Let's see, what does he do? What does he do? He's probably thinking about it. No, he's not going to do it. He's not going to risk it. I wouldn't either, to be honest. So you can watch the IL if you want to see this trick. Basically, you use a grenade to boost off the door and fly down towards these two super thugs and Zoe. It skips that little cutscene there, which saves a few seconds, and it's also just a faster movement down to this area. But he made the right call there. Like, if he survived that, it would have been one blinking bar of health, one shot from one of those super thugs would have ended the run. So, very reasonable decision there. No reason to risk the whole run over 5 seconds, 4 seconds. All right, so that run, that level was great. Just got kind of gypped out of that last trick. Not his fault. You gotta love time losses like that, where it's like, okay, I lost time, but it's not even my fault. It was bad luck. 2:39, still an incredible time. Fastest I've seen in any percent. I've said that a lot, but it is true. 2:39 is ridiculous.
The real leaders of the free world are being held captive somewhere in Malco's headquarters. You must see that they do not come to harm. Good luck.
Awesome skip into the interior portion. This run is blowing my mind. Like, I can't believe a run
Find the chief.
this clean exists in this game.
Looks like they're being held somewhere in the missile control complex. Good luck.
So it gets into the first silo early. That switch is just glitched, so you can use it immediately. Throws the grenade to kill the first two baddies. Got a couple new little time savers in this mission. See if he gets a chance to implement them. Right here is just a setup to kill these guys. Didn't get him. Okay. Yeah, it looks like one guy survived and he had to turn back and kill him. Your movement after shooting that barrel greatly changes how those enemies move around. So he just moved in a way that one of the guys was not grouped up with the others to get blown up. Okay. Jetpacks over. Very nice job killing the guys. Very quick there. When did he even switch gadgets, though? Like, while he was shooting? He's switching gadgets during the firefight. I don't think I've seen anyone ever do that. Get some jet fuel. Looks like he might have almost forgotten to get it, but just in time went for it. Yeah, so he's going to do another little time saver here. End of this silo. Ooh, wow. All the way down to the bottom floor before the cutscene ended. That's incredible.
Another way out of that silo.
So that extra jet fuel he got before Silo 4 is used right here. Saves about a second, just boosting up the elevator to the load zone. And final trick right here, man. Nerves must be off the charts. Good call, making sure to miss getting hit by the rocket. Ooh, a little bit of a low boost. I would have been crapping my pants at that point. Looks like he maybe boosted a little early. Didn't quite get the full push from that grenade. That'd be a terrible way to lose the run. And there's nerves for you. So you want to have your fist out, land on the rocket launcher, wait till the rocket launcher is coming out, and then fire it. But he started spamming the karate chop button before the rocket launcher came out, so it interrupted the weapon switch and kind of screwed him up. But I mean, what you just saw, missing up the weapon swap, was the most egregious mistake in this entire run. This run is insane. I cannot believe it exists. Just straight up ludicrousy. 225. 225. Nuts. I had a 230 in my run. Every single level, he beat my time. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know where this run goes from here. I cannot fathom competing against it. Cannot. So there you go.